Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to the many of you, right, that I think now over 18,000 viewers that watched the video on the Nigerian food items that are legal and illegal for travel to the US. Many of you left comments under that video saying that you would love for me to create a video on the same video but for the UK. Like, what are the goods that you can travel with to the UK legally? Because a huge number of you guys that watch my videos are actually from the UK, right? I felt like it was my obligation, like I had no choice but to create this video today for you guys. So yes, today's video is going to be sharing with you the Nigerian food items that are legal and illegal for travel to the United Kingdom. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian author. Yes, I wrote the first ever travel guide, like high quality, locally created travel guide for Lagos, Nigeria. You're going to love it. Like literally, get your copy. I'm gonna link it in the description box. If you're based in Nigeria, you can buy it at various stores. I'll also leave the details in the description box below. If you're new, don't also forget to actually hit the big subscribe button below and join an incredible community. And of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy content like these so that I can be encouraged to create them in the future. So let's get straight into this video. To find out what food items are allowed to and banned from the UK, I visited the UK's Customs and Borders website. I'll link below this in the description box. On the website, the Customs website, it states what you can and cannot bring from countries outside of the EU or Switzerland. So they're talking about countries, so Nigeria falls under this category. It also says that there are actually extra restrictions for the Faroe Islands, Greenland, and Iceland. So if you are going to those specific places, there might be additional restrictions that you have to follow, which I'm not sharing with you today. But as I said before, I'll link it for you to look at. So let's start with the foods that are illegal, Nigerian food items or categories of food that are illegal to bring to the UK. It states here, number one, you cannot bring in meat or meat products, right? Meat or meat products is just not allowed anymore. It's not allowed. So what does that mean? Forget beef, forget suya, forget that nice kelechi that I love. It's not happening. Forget ram, uru, basically any meat in any form, whether it's processed or not, is not allowed in the UK from Nigeria. But it's interesting to know that if you actually got this meat from, the EU or Switzerland, it would be allowed into the UK. Number two, it states that milk or dairy products other than powdered infant milk, infant food, or special pet feed needed for medical reasons is not allowed into the UK from Nigeria. So milk is not allowed. So it's basically saying even powdered milk is not allowed, except it's like powdered infant milk or infant food. So you can't bring it in from Nigeria. It then states that if you're bringing plants and animal products into Great Britain, all regulated plants and plant products should be accompanied by a phytosanitary certificate, right? So if you're bringing any animal products, you need to have some sort of a phytosanitary certificate, which I believe you can also get in Nigeria. I'll link sort of like the Nigerian, I think I found Nigerian website where you can get that if you want. So that's pretty all that is stated here with regard to what you cannot bring to the UK, which is quite good. Oh, I should add that based on what they've said, you cannot bring in like stock cube that has like meat inside it, because that is sort of like a meat product, right? So you can't bring all this beef stock cube. That is not allowed into the UK. So now let's talk about the Nigerian food items that you can actually legally bring into the UK. Number one, it says fruits and vegetables are actually allowed for you to bring into the UK, but it says that you have to accompany it with a valid phytosanitary certificate, right? And it also states that you can bring as much as you like. So for some of the things that are actually allowed into the UK, the website, the customs website actually advises in terms of how much quantity, right, that you're actually allowed to bring to the UK. So fruits and vegetables are allowed as long as you have this certificate. It says eggs are actually, or egg products are allowed, no weight restrictions, so you can bring as much as you like, but I doubt any Nigerian wants to travel with eggs, right? 3, honey is allowed into the UK. I'm sure many of you would love this, right? Up to 2 kilograms of honey. And you know, this Nigerian honey is actually very, very lovely. My mom loves traveling with honey, so honey is allowed. You would love this. Insect meat. Well, I don't know if you would love it. Back when I was younger, we used to eat all this like crickets, like, and fry them up. So it's basically saying those are allowed into the UK up to 2 kilograms. You also love this, snail meat, right? So snails are allowed into the UK, but it states here that the snails must be shelled, so out of the shell, cooked, prepared, or preserved, right? So you need to sort of process it in some way for it to be allowed into the UK. But it also states that live snails, if it's still alive, or dead snails still in their shell, and water snails are not permitted. I feel like most of our snails are land snails in Nigeria, so they should be fine, right? Up to 2 kilograms. So let's talk about fish, right? It says that fish, dead bivalves, or fish or fishery products are actually allowed into the UK. It says that total that you can bring in is 20 kilograms, which is a lot, right? But it states that the fish must be gutted. The fishery products include processed fish, which must be dried, cooked, cured, you know, or smoked. Basically, you can bring fish into the UK, your smoked fish, your crayfish, all those things that will make your sauce, you know, liven up. You're allowed to bring it into the UK. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe the UK actually has less restrictions than the US. I don't know, what do you guys think? It also states here, of course, that powdered infant milk and infant food is allowed into the UK. That's fine. So guys, that is it. I've shared with you the food items, the Nigerian food items that you can travel with to the UK and those that are banned from the UK. I really hope this video has been super useful for you. If it has, please ensure to give this video a thumbs up. If you still have questions and you're still sort of unsure of whether a particular food item is allowed or not, feel free to leave your question below and I'll be answering them, right? Thank you so much for your support. If you guys made it up to this point, well, first of all, if you're new, don't forget to hit that big subscribe button below and join an incredible community. But if you made it up until this point, you know, you guys are my loyalist, my ride or die, right? Leave in the comment section sassy so I know who you are, so I can recognize you guys, right? Thank you again once again. And don't forget, if you have suggestions of videos you want me to create, leave those in the comment section too. Thank you again once for your support on this journey, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.